Good evening. What it is, good people. It's a wonderful Thursday evening. We got a good interview coming up, man. I'm excited. I've been excited for this one, the potential of it. I'm glad I got the opportunity to get him on here. Jayvan Boggs, receiver from Cocoa High School. We're going to get into his story, but like I said, I'm really excited at the opportunity to interview him. And so I know y'all just get in and participate, listen, like, share, do all that. What's good, man?
What's good? What's good?
Man, I'm glad you came on, man. You a big
Yes, sir.
timer. I appreciate it. But man, let's start talking about something about your story. Like we're gonna get to where we are right now, present
Mhm,
day. I wanna start about where I discovered you from. You know what I'm
mhm,
saying?
yeah,
And so 2 years ago they started the spaces, and your name came up a lot of times.
mhm,
I wasn't familiar with who you were, and they talked about you, but they never went into real detail. And then something happens with Day Day towards the end of the season, and you just blow up. You Let's talk about that
yes, sir.
moment, how you burst onto the scene.
Mhm. Yeah, it was just really just I was a big contributor to that team, but it was just
Yeah,
kind of when Day Day went because Day Day he was kind of more of a he had a big role on that team that year, and I was
right.
I was a younger cat, sophomore, first start, so when he went down, it was just kind of like I kind of had to step into that bigger role, and that's just what I did, I balled out.
Yeah, because I think you finished with like 706 touchdowns or something
Mhm.
like that
Yeah.
that year. And so then we fast forward to last year. And last year the numbers went crazy. I think it was 1,423 touchdowns, Mr. Florida. Like it's as good
Yeah.
as advertised.
Yeah.
And you people, Antonio, right? He would always make sure we talk about you.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
ain't mentioning you,
Yeah.
if you ain't mentioning you, it's a problem. But
Yeah.
yeah, so you burst onto the scene last year after after a good 10th grade season. You burst onto the scene with 1,423 touchdowns. Now you're getting recruited. It's crazy. The world knows who you are. So how's things that last year? How did that go for you? Did you expect that?
I always got high expectations for myself, but you know what I'm saying? It was kind of just last year I had to step into a bigger role, with day-to-day transfer and just me being overall better player. I just had to step into that bigger role at Coco and really just that's what my coaches expected me to do. You know what I'm saying? Coach Snyder and Coach Franco, they always knew it was gonna get to this point, just developing. And the junior year, that's kind of your breakout year, supposedly. So, that's just what I did and I bought out that year.
Right, right. And so you win Mr. Florida. You were at that time you were committed to Ohio State. All these things going in motion. And how do you keep yourself motivated and keep yourself focused with all that's going on at that time?
True, really, you just, it's you never can get, you never get satisfied. You know what I'm saying? There's always something you can go get, something you can chase. You always get better. So it's really just me. I just stay motivated just by wanting to be the best me I can be. Getting better, getting better. You never, what I'm saying, just max out or getting better. You just keep getting better, keep having better seasons, have better stats. Have better accolades, just stuff like that. That's what just keeps me motivated, being better.
All right. And so you go crazy season, everything goes. You have a little 7-on-7 season, and the wide receiver room gets crazy at Cocoa High
Yeah.
School. Like y'all,
Mhm.
you look every time you look around, y'all adding a new piece, and
Yeah.
everybody's like, what is there enough balls to go around?
Yeah.
Are they focused? How they gonna deal with all that? And so, what was how was that when you realized that you got all these new receivers and keeping the competitiveness out of it, but staying focused as a team and as a wide receiver group?
As a wide receiver group, we feed off each other, man. Like, we make plays. I make a play, then the next receiver wants to make a play, then the next receiver wants to make a play. They make a play, I want to make a play. It's kind of a we feed off each other in that receiver room. We all happy for each other. There's no selfishness or jealousy in that room. Like, we all happy for each other. One score, the whole room score, basically. Like, we all happy for each other, and we all feed off each other.
That's good, man. I was mad at you for about 2 weeks because you scored that touchdown on us. I was like, man, why is he still in the game? But man, you've been going crazy this year. Like, I didn't know what to expect. I knew that y'all had a lot of receivers. I didn't know if that was along with what you did last year and the wide receiver room growing. I didn't know how much they would go to you this year. But they surprised me. You surprised me. Everybody surprised me with what y'all got going on right now. And so y'all been killing it. I think you got 850 and 10 touchdowns right now. Yeah. So what are y'all saying? What is Coach Franco and Coach Snyder saying to y'all boys right now?
So it's really, we overall trying to get better as a team, but it's just like offensively, we've been doing our thing. We've been explosive. From the run game to the pass game. It's just from the O line holding. It's just been the whole offense. Defense has been doing their thing as well, but the offensive standpoint, we've been going crazy. Just being explosive. Just putting up points. Dominating.
Right now, y'all got 2 losses, but they're not average losses. But you've only lost 4 games in your high school career.
Yeah.
So, as a senior leader, what is your message to the younger guys on the team to keep them focused and not lose sight of the goal that you all ultimately have?
To really we just really, we on we got a bye week right now. We really just trying to, regroup kind of, we just kind of regroup, keep our head focused, just keep our head down and work, you know what I'm saying? Just really just keep getting better and better as a team, take those losses as, learning experiences and just keep going and keep going. Cause at the end of the day is one goal, and that's state championship, and the 3-peat. So it's really just, take them losses and learn from them and move on to, the next game.
All right. And currently y'all are, what was I about to say? You at this moment, y'all boys are definitely killing it. Regardless of what people say, like people have been saying like, oh, they lost. But I think people try to find flaw in Coco, but that's another story. So what would you say to the younger guys, maybe on your team, maybe on another team? You got recruited by a lot of schools. Some kids may see your recruitment and they kind of get depressed. You know what I'm saying? Kind of get lose a lack of motivation or something like that because they see the offers are coming in for others, but they don't see them offers coming in for themselves. What would you say to those kind of guys? Give them a little motivation.
So I would just say, just keep working. I was one of those guys. As a freshman, I see everybody else get offers, but really, like it just can't affect you. Everybody's recruiting process is different. Some people come onto the scene as a junior, some people come on the scene as a freshman, senior. Whatever it is, it's just everybody recruiting process is different. Just keep your head down, work, and don't even worry about the offers and stuff like that. They'll come. Just work and work.
And you threw me for a loop. I thought you was locked in with Missouri. He came with the UCF out of nowhere. Everybody was shocked, I believe. But how did you end up at that decision?
UCF, I ain't gonna lie. UCF has always been, like it's been I'd say like a spot in my heart where I was always kind of had that gut feeling that I might go there. That's why I was really on a lot of visits to UCF and went up there a lot for games and visits and just, just a lot of different stuff. But it was just when I committed to Missouri, it was kind of, well, during that week before I committed to Missouri, it was a back and forth with UCF and Missouri. And, my gut was kind of telling me UCF a little more, but I stuck it out, what I had. And then I just came to the decision, me and my pops, we talked about it, just stay home, close to the fam. And, it was what felt like it was a better situation for me. I love Coach Malzahn, Coach Harris, the whole staff. So if we felt like it was the best situation for me.
And it's Brevard now, I think, is going to have like a little pipeline from Brevard to UCF. the guys that are already over there and the guys that are going. So I like to see what y'all boys do in the next couple of years, for real.
For sure.
So let me ask you this: it's a Friday night. You getting ready for the game? What you got in your headphones? What's playing in your headphones on Friday night?
Shoot, Friday. When I'm in school, I got my headphones in. So some young boy, some NBA young boy, Young and Ace, and some Broadway, probably them three. And then when we get to the locker room, I just listen to whatever them boys got on the speaker. 'Cause, I just listen to whatever they got going.
So are you one of the rah guys, or are you more? I'm gonna let my play speak for myself. I ain't gonna really get into all that. What?
Yeah, I don't really do too much talking. You know what I'm saying? I kind of just, I really just, yeah, I don't do too much talking. I just let the game speak for itself.
Yeah, man. And so, last question. Y'all boys getting ready for the end of the season. How y'all gonna stay motivated and stay locked in? Because yeah, y'all lost 2 games, but y'all also haven't lost to a Boulevard team in years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So you gotta your schedule is, well, actually next week you got Norland.
yeah,
Well, let's
good
talk
game.
about that a little bit. Let's talk about what you expect out of them next week.
Yeah, I mean, I expect a good game. A tough game. With another great, fast, athletic team. They're from down south. Miami. So it's gonna be a great game. A great Florida team. So it's really just we got to come in, dominate on both sides of the ball. Just to take care of the little things, execute on just everything. We got to be perfect, and I feel like if we be perfect, do our thing, we'll dominate them.
No questions asked. I've been talking a little bit of trash, and they got a group on Facebook called the
Yeah.
Portal,
Mhm.
and I talk a little trash in there about y'all,
Yeah.
just to see if I can get the people going or whatever. But yeah, man, I thank you for coming on,
For
dog.
sure.
I appreciate you, man. I appreciate your pops for linking us.
For sure.
Like I said, we definitely watching to see what you're gonna do. You've been
For
going
sure.
crazy already. Uh, what is that? 850 yards and 10 touchdowns. You made me a believer during the Venice game last year
Yeah.
when they talked big in spaces about Charles Lester, and he was a
Yeah.
5-star.
Yeah.
You went out and showed me stars don't matter. It's all about if you're a dog or not. And if
For
you're a
sure.
dog, you don't stand on business when the time.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
man,
for
I thank
sure.
you for coming on, man.
Yeah,
I wish you the best of luck for the rest of the season and next year as you go off to college.
for sure. Appreciate you.
All right. Yeah, man. So that was my boy Jayvan coming through. I appreciate him taking the time out so we could have a little conversation and talk a little bit about all that he has planned and all that his story at Cocoa High currently. So shout out to him, man. If you are not following PRMD on all social media platforms, you please follow us on all social media platforms. And also, let's shout out to All Around Extreme Handyman Services for all that they have, all their sponsorships for this season. So we thank them. And please go over, if you are not following me, please follow me because we will have an eventful spaces in just a little bit.